Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Welcome, everybody, to the booth. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard for this game. And Brock, as a former quarterback, I know your focus is on the offensive side of the ball ahead of this kickoff.
Yeah, these two offenses are so fun to watch because the best offenses in this league, Kate, they're about trust. And it just pops out. And when you study them during the week on the game film, you just see it. They trust one another. That's head coach, that's coordinator, that's play caller, that's to the quarterback, and then certainly the 11 on the field. Both these groups are getting it done.
We're through the warm-ups. Both teams are ready. And another Madden Ultimate Team contest is underway. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
They're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Back-to-back carries here. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. To the air, Stroud. Gets it to him on the screen. Play not developing as they had hoped. That's a loss of yardage, Brock. 4th down coming up.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
And not his best punt here. He drops it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Straight to the air here. It's Young. Throw right side. Caught by Smith. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. It's a foot race at the 20. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Texans nothing. Morton Anderson.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Stroud. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud now. Taken in by Kirk, right side. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Shotgun now for Stroud. That's incomplete left side. Well, they've been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
18. Why, Tony?
Stroud now on 3rd. This one falls incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. Stroud's going to throw for it. This connects with Schultz. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
It's a gain of 18.
1 quarter down in this all AFC South contest. 7-0 is our score. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession.
Here we go.
They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Have him gain about a handful there. Vontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. They go play action with Stroud. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5.
On the quick, right?
Back to throw, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. They'll throw for it. That's caught. This is Kirk. And And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
18. Let's go. Hey, south. 19 Texas. 11. Buggy.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans start to fight back with their first points of this game. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Akio quickly into the hands of Smith. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he set out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Young working from the gun. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And they get this down to the 28. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Completes it again to Smith and Jigba. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Here comes the final play of our first half. The final throw before the break. Makes the catch. And he will not score. He's taken out of bounds just shy of the goal line, and that is going to end our second quarter.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
Who knows when the deciding moment will come. We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Here's the long back on the handoff. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be first down, Houston.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Out of the gun, Young. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back and 60. Here we go, shot. 19.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
As he's brought in by Laporta. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Come on, set. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Motioning left is their running back. It's Young to throw here on 1st. That's Laporta again. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone block. He's down to that 17-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take the lead right away in half number 2. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Morton Anderson.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To the air, Stroud. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Looking for Collins, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have possession starting at the 10. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who senses the need for a splash play and delivers.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And they don't get the stop until he reaches that 25-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, Man, is it difficult on the defense.
And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
First down, Young. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. So we're through 3 here. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter.
Okay, ready?
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. To the air, yet again, Young. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
A give now from the gun. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for the loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Offense to the line, 2nd down. Off the RPO, they get it to Smith and Jigba. And he's tackled for no gain.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're able to touch him down. So that's going to bring up 4th down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
One of the league's elder statesmen knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Completes it downfield to Kurtz. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. First down throw by Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
They give it to him again. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's third down. Houston calls it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Third down, and they need to get 10. Third and long, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Collects this at the 32. And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps. Try and get in it to Nico Collins. So second down coming up.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
118. Outside. 19 Texans. 11.
Shotgun now, first round. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
All right, one more snap to play here.
All right.
Here he goes, one final shot. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And this is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. So it's a win for the Texans. And Brock, we all know any